Hey everybody, my name is Danni Pomplun and I'm going to be guiding you through a quick Parva Bakasana or side crow series today. The things I want to emphasize are some wrist care, some core stuff, and some deep twisting stuff. So when you are ready, meet me at the top of your mats on hands and knees. So I'm going to face you guys so you can actually see it. So from hands and knees, what I want you guys to do is turn the wrist creases forward. And as you turn the wrist creases forward, you're only going to start with the fingertips down. So your fingers are actually up and the palms are actually up. And then you're going to bend your elbows in towards your body so you don't overextend. And then what I want you to think about is like you're trying to move your mat forward, but then you lean back against that so you get into the forearms. So we'll stay here for a few breaths just to kind of hang out and feel it out. It's nice to remember that when we do yoga that we turn our wrists into our ankles. I say this all the time in class, but we want to make sure that the wrists are ready to do the amount of weight bearing that we're going to put them through. And then after you take a few breaths here, we'll say like 5 to 10 breaths is pretty solid. You're going to shift forward again. You can take the bend slightly out of your elbows and then land your fingertips down. Keep the palms up still, and then you're going to bend your elbows back again, and then you lean back, try to move your mat forward. So you're saying again hello to the forearms. And then not just because yoga, but because everyone's on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So it's just nice to break that up a bit. So again, a few breaths here. This is personally my favorite stuff. I always recommend doing it before any like vinyasa-based class or any type of practice. It's really good for the wrist. And then after those few breaths, you're going to come flat. So as you start to come on flat, your hands are going to touch the mat all the way. You're going to bend your elbows back and then again find the action of moving the mat forward and then leaning back against that. So the forearms begin to fire up. Just a few rounds of breath there. And so again, I would recommend at least 5 to 10 breaths for every one of these little doodads that we do. I don't think I've ever called this a doodad. Okay, and then a counter stretch. So you're going to take the top of the hands before you go there. Know that a little bit goes a long way. So the tops of the hands are going to come down on your mat. And as the tops of the hands come down on the mat, you're going to bend the elbows out nice and wide and then try to move your mat forward, lean back against that, and just stay there for a bit. Breathe. Again, about 5 to 10 breaths. A little bit goes a long way on this one. And then you can come up and just give it a nice little shake out. And then from your shake out, we got to fire up the forearms just because the forearms are going to do a big amount of weight bearing when we go into, or rather, they're going to be the support structure when we weight bear going forward in the hands. So just flashers, you're going to take your hands out like you're giving me a high 10, and then make a fist with your forefingers, your thumbs on top, squeeze, 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 so you feel the forearms start to fire up. I want you to hold that, and then you're going to do this with me. Open it up, and then close it. And then open it up, and then close it, open it up, close it. Make sure you're making the full fist as you open up and close. Let's try to get to about 30 seconds. I'll keep my eye on the time. Yep, so keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't worry, I'm suffering with you. Keep going, keep going. This is where it starts to get really awkward and you try to smile or laugh because it hurts. And then you keep going, and then you keep going anyway. And we've got about 10 seconds left, so keep going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and then shake it off. So you should start to feel your forearms at this point turn on. I'll turn back to the top of the mat and then we'll just get warmed up. We'll build some heat with a few sun salutations. So when you're ready, meet me at the top of the mat. Spread the toes as wide as they'll go. Press down into your feet. So big toes, baby toes, and heels. Palms go forward. We're going to add a little bit of a variation in this sun salutation. We'll get there when we get there. Pressing down through your feet, root down. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and over your head. On your exhale, forward fold, come all the way down to your toes. Here comes the variation. Inhale, lift your chest to a flat back. Hands on shins or thigh bones. Then as you exhale, squat and curl. So you'll bring your fingertips down to your mat. You're going to shift forward into the ball mounds of your feet, lift the heels all the way up. Now send the navel back towards the spine so your chest starts to come parallel towards the earth. Hug your ribcage together for 4. Hug your ribcage together so dome and round for 2. And then 1. Take flat hands, step back, come into a plank pose. Take a deep breath, inhale in your plank. Shift the shoulders slightly past the wrist. And then as you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift the chest for up dog or cobra. And then as you exhale, bring the hips up and back in space. Come into downward facing dog. A few breaths here. Full breath, inhale through your nose. Good, stay here and recover on the exhale. And then again, big breath in through the nose. Let your body hold and breathe on the exhale. Here comes the last one. Inhale, bring it high to your toes. You'll bend your knees, look forward past your fingers. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top. Inhale, flat back, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, forward fold, come down to your toes, up to standing. Press down through the feet, reach up through the arms, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring the palms to meet at your heart center, and then release the hands to the side body. Again, inhale, reach your arms back up and over your head, Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down to your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze, look up. Exhale, squat and curl. Fingertips down, shift high on the ball mounds of the feet. Navel goes up towards the spine, guys. That's really important so that you're not just rounding, but actually feeling the core. Hold for 3. Good. Squeeze your ribs for 2. And then 1. Exhale, flat hands. This time, walk, step, or lightly jump back. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Move through your vinyasa. Up dog or cobra when you're ready. Then as you exhale, bring the hips up and back in space. Come into downward facing dog. You'll stay here another few breaths just to catch back up. Full breath, inhale through your nose. Stay here on the exhale. So catch back up, yogis. Full breath in through the nose. Stay for a moment on the exhale. And your last one, inhale, bring it high to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward past your fingers. Exhale, walk, step, or lightly hop to the top. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze, look up. Exhale, forward fold, come down to your toes. Up to standing. Press down through the feet, reach up through the arms. So connect the dots. Wrists, shoulders, hips, and heels. Exhale, bring the palms to meet at your heart center. Release the hands to the side body. One more round just like that. Inhale, reach your arms straight up and over your head. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down to your toes. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down, or rather, fingertips down. Squat and curl, lift the heels up, curl into that tight, tight little ball. Again, hug the rib cage, so feel your navel pull back to the spine. Stay here for 3, stay here for 2, and then 1. Flat hands, walk, step, or lightly jump back. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, vinyasa all the way through. Up dog or cobra when you're ready. Exhale, bring the hips up and back in space, downward facing dog. So now we got a little more fire starting in the body. Just move through a little bit of flow here to get some twist happening. Inhale, reach your right leg straight up and back in space. On the exhale, bring your right foot forward between your hands. Lower your left knee down and then uncurl your left toes. Push your left shin down, push your right heel down. Then inhale, reach your arms up for a low lunge so the fingertips are going to go straight up towards the ceiling. Then as you exhale, bring the palms to meet at your heart center and then pause. Take an inhale with your thumbs at your heart. Lift your chest straight up. And then as you exhale, turn and twist over to your right. So the left elbow is going to hook across the right knee. Now as you hook across, I want you to think about keeping your chin in line with your heart so that you can actually twist your entire spine rather than just your neck. On the inhale, feel your upper back get really wide. Exhale, press your palms and twist. Again, big breath, inhale through your nose. Exhale, press your palms together to twist. Last and final one. Take a full breath in through your nose. Exhale to twist. Good. Now slowly bring the hands down to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee up. Take a deep breath in. Look forward. Exhale, I call this Flamingo. Bring your left knee in towards your right knee. Curl and round your lower back like you just did through squat and curl. Stay here. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, lightly step the left foot down. Come onto your bum, Navasana boat pose. Glue the heels together, bring your shoulders up, down, and back, and then start to lift your feet off the earth. As you lift the feet off the earth, yogis, phase 1 is going to be to bring the hands to the hamstrings. What I want you to be mindful of is your upper back. If it's starting to round and you're starting to let go of the core, then just back out of it a bit and hold on to the hammies. Phase 2, hands can come out to the side, palms facing up. Phase 3, hands can start to press forward like you're trying to press the earth away in Parva Bakasana. Now you can stay up here or work with me on this. On the inhale, we lower down. Exhale, we bring the right knee in towards the chest while you make a big shushing or hissing sound with the breath. So the inhale, we straighten it out. Exhale, we change sides. Inhale, we straighten it out. Exhale, we change sides. Inhale, we straighten it out. Exhale, change. 2 more rounds. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, change. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, change. Last one. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, change. Hold this. Take an inhale, reach your arms back. Exhale, cross your arms over your right thigh. Hold there for 3. Try to pick your right shoulder up for 2. And then 1. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, change. Left knee to the chest. Hold this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to the left side for 3. Left shoulder off the mat for 2. And then 1. Inhale, come back to straight. Exhale, knees to chest and squeeze. Woo. All right. As you bring the knees in, massage out your low back one direction, left or right, right or left. It's an opportunity, you guys, to catch up to your breath. The core work is absolutely needed in order to get upside down, so we kind of have to suffer through it. And then change, low back circles go the other way around. All right, now hands come back to the hamstrings, and then as you're ready, we're going to ignite core again, so listen closely. With the hands on the hamstrings for the first round, I want you to rock forward and back, plant your feet, pull your lower belly in and up. So think about the navel going straight back towards the spine. We'll do it again. This time we're going to release the hands. Rock and roll, plant your feet. Now reach your hands forward. We're going to lift the hips up again. Hands to the hamstrings, feet down, lift your hips up about 2 inches, navel pulls back. Last one, rock and roll. Hands to the hamstrings, release, and then forward fold, come all the way down to your toes. Take a flat back from your forward fold, lift the chest, and look up. Then on the exhale, plant your hands, walk, step, or lightly jump back. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. You'll move through your vinyasa. Up dog or cobra when you feel ready. Then on the exhale, bring the hips up and back, down dog. Left side, guys. Inhale, reach your left leg straight up and back. Exhale, bring your left foot forward between the hands, and then gently lower your right knee down to the earth. As you begin to lower the right knee down, push the right shin firmly. Pushing the right shin firmly, yogis. Reach your arms straight up, come into that low lunge again. Good, coming into low lunge, bring the palms to rest at your heart center. With your hands at your heart, make sure that you actually stay into the lunge, and that you're not just backing out of it, right? Lift the chest, lift the gaze, take an inhale, look up. Then on the exhale, turn and twist over to your left. So your right elbow is going to hook across the left knee. Same. Can you widen the upper back as you inhale? So get really wide, left to right. Exhale, press your palms and twist. It's really easy to just want to turn your neck back, but you're not really going to get much movement in the spine there. So what I want you to think about is chin in line with your heart. Turn those two things together to twist. Full breath in through your nose. Exhale, press your palms and twist. One last one. Full breath in through the nose. Exhale to twist, and then bring the hands down to frame your left foot. As you frame the foot, tuck your right toes and lift your right knee up. Big breath in to look forward again. Flamingo pose one more time. Hug the right knee in towards the left, curl around into a tight, tight little ball. Can you pull your lower belly in and up by sending your navel back to the spine? One more full breath in to hold this. Then as you exhale, the right foot comes down, you lower down to your butt. You say a little prayer because we're about to do it again. So again, option one, just to hold on to Navasana, right? So hands on the hamstrings, you can lift the feet up. And this is going to be great, guys. You'll still get core here, so don't think about like having to do the biggest pose. If your body is calling for this, stay here, totally fine. If you're ready for it, however, hands can come out to the sides, or hands go forward, legs go straight. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Here we go again. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, change, left knee. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, change, right knee. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, change, left knee. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, change, right side. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, change, left side. Shh. Last round, inhale. Exhale, change right side. Hold this, or inhale, arms go back. Exhale, arms go to the outside of the right thigh for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Shh. Inhale, arms go back. Exhale, arms go to the outside for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knees to chest. Squeeze and soften for a bit. Give yourself a little break. Whew. All right, y'all. Small circles on your low back, one direction. Small circles on the low back, second direction. And then again, the rock and roll forward, the whole point of it is to try to feel your belly pull in and up. So the navel is having to go back towards the spine in order for that to happen. Hands on the hamstrings, we'll go slow again. Rock forward, feet down, arms go forward. Then again, hands on the hamstrings, rock back, rock forward. Can you lift your hips up maybe 2 inches? One more just like that. Rock forward, feet down, come up, and then forward fold all the way down to the mats. Halfway lift, find Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, your choice. Hands down, you can walk, step, or jump back. Chaturanga, or knees, chest, and then chin. Listen to your body. Up dog or cobra when you're ready. Exhale, lift your hips up and back in space. Come into downward facing dog. A few breaths in down dog, guys. Take a full breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, full breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last one, full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. All right, guys, let's get back to the top of the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top. Take an inhale, flat back, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, forward fold, come down to your toes. I'll turn forward to face you guys again so you get a little better view on this. When you're ready, we'll bend the knees, we'll scoop the floor and sit low for Utkatasana, fierce pose, so the arms are going to come straight up and over your head. Then as you exhale, take your right hand onto your right hip. With the right hand on the right hip, use your left ring finger to reach straight up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Then as you exhale, find a side body stretch over to your right. Now what I want you to think about is how much can you press the left side of your rib cage towards the left side of the room while you reach over to the right. Full breath in through your nose. Exhale, side bend. Last one, big breath in. Exhale to side bend. Then inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, left hand onto your left hip. Changing sides. Inhale, reach your right ring finger straight up while you bring the left hand onto the hip. Exhale, side bend over to your left. So push the right side of the rib cage out towards the right side of the room, and then send your right hand up and over. Full breath in, reach up. Exhale, side bend. The last one, guys, full breath in. Exhale, side bend, and then slowly inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. Come all the way up to standing. Give your knees a little break by bouncing them up and down. All right, guys, shake out the wrists, shake out the legs, just give yourself a little reset. So here goes the breakdown of Parva Bakasana. There's a few things that I want you guys to be mindful for, and then I'll break down the pose instead. Two common misalignments that I find all of the time is one, that the hips start a little bit too low, and we have to remember that the hips are one of the biggest parts of the body, or the heaviest parts of the body rather, so the bone and heavy muscles, glutes and the pelvis itself. And the second thing that happens is the placement of the arms. So again, it makes a little more sense for me to face you guys so that you can actually see it. So you can see it from the side. I'll turn forward again. As I turn forward, I'm going to bend my knees, sit low, inhale for Utkatasana. Then on the exhale, I'm going to bring my hands together at the heart center. I'll do a little twist first to start. So right elbow is going to hook across the left knee for me. As I hook across, I'm going to drop my hands parallel to the top of the mat. So my hands are actually going to come off my mat. As the hands come off the mat, watch that your hips want to start down really, really low. I want you to keep your hips up nice and high. As you keep the hips up high, can you press your left knee against your right arm, shift the shoulders slightly past the wrists, look forward, find the core, and then maybe both toes begin to lift up. And then again, I'll turn to the side and show you guys again. So facing this way so you can actually see it, I'm going to start in Utkatasana. So I'm going to bend my knees and sit low. Then as I exhale, I'm going to bring my hands to the heart. The hands come to the heart. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Inhale, lift the chest. Get into that deep twist. So the navel pulls back towards the spine. Your body begins to sit low. Then twist to your left. As I twist to the left, hands are going to come off to the side. Again, coming off the mat if it was facing forward. I'm going to shift my shoulders slightly past the wrist. Core is starting to engage. I'll lift the gaze. Left knee pushes against the right arm. And then slowly the feet will start to float. When you're ready, you'll come down, do the second side. After you take the second side, give yourself a little bit of wrist therapy here. So in order to make that happen, what I want you to do is take your right hand forward. Your left hand is going to come underneath. You're going to hold on to your hand and then pull lightly back. You can hit pause to do the second side of crow and then hit play when you're ready. And then all you're going to do is flip the forearm. So the left forearm comes on top, the right forearm comes underneath. You're going to pull back just a bit. Good. And then after you're done with that, a few little wrist circles one direction. Good. A few wrist circles the opposite way around. A little shake out. And then just to cool it all off, top of the mat again. Hands start to turn forward. One half salutation here. Inhale, reach your arms straight up just to come back to the breath. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down to your toes. Take an inhale to lift the chest, lift the gaze, look up. Exhale, forward fold, come back down to the toes. Now a little inhale to lift the chest, look forward. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend your knees. I want you to land all the way down on your bum. As you come on down to your bum, yogis, just open up the hips a bit. Walk your hands back behind you. Bring the shoulders up, down, and back. First things first, can you press the chest up? Get some of that rounding out of your back. Good. Lift your gaze up. Press your heart up towards the ceiling. Maybe you walk the hands closer. Think about pinching a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Lift the chest up. Good. As you start to lift the chest up, good. Stay with the breath. Again, shoulder blades are still coming close together. And now bend your elbows back very lightly. Cross your right ankle over the left knee, and then tiptoe your left foot back. Let your chest go into the shin. Good, couple breaths there. Now you can stay in this variation of pigeon as long as you like. I normally cue for a good like 2 minutes or so. If it's uncomfortable, if it's not working for you, you're welcome to just take normal pigeon as well. It's just nice to release the hips. And again, staying with the inhale, staying with the exhale. Maybe even closing the eyes as you find your breath. Good, and when you're ready, we'll start to release this side. Again, you can hold as long as you'd like. And then same guys, so bring the shoulders up, down, and back. Lift the chest up. Bend your elbows in like they wanted to fall in together. Lift the chest up. Bend your elbows in like they wanted to fall in together. Think like you're knock-kneeing your elbows. Okay, and then again, lean back. This time left ankle goes over the right knee. Tiptoe your right foot back just a bit. Lengthen the left side of your hip down. And then press your chest into that for a bit. So again, maybe 2 minutes is pretty, that's my sweet spot. It's always my favorite to do about 2 minutes. And you're always welcome to take reclined pigeon or normal pigeon, whatever's going to feel best in your body. A couple breaths here. And again, pause as long as you'd like. You can hit play whenever you're ready. I'll come out of this again. As I come out of this, legs go out long in front of you. You're going to bounce the knees up and down a few times. Wiggle the feet in and out, wiggle the feet in and out. Little twist on the back, guys, and then we'll be done. So come on down to your back, bent knees, bottom of the feet rest down on your mat. Take your feet to the wide edges of your mat. Rather, just kidding, take your feet about hip-width distance apart. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, just like you did a second ago. And then I want you to keep your legs in this shape. Let your legs fall over to the left. So your right knee right now is pointed up towards the ceiling like an arrow. Your left hand is going to hold your right foot down. As you hold it down, take your right arm out like a wing. Now find the action of trying to kick the wall that's to the right of you away with your right leg. With the left hand, hold the foot down. So your outer right hip should start to release a bit. Good, and stay here and breathe. Again, the action is trying to kick the right leg away from you towards the right side of your mat. Then twist, undo, come back to center. Cross your left ankle over the right knee. Let your legs fall over to the right. As your legs fall over to the right, keep the knee pointed straight up towards the ceiling. This time the right hand is going to hold the left foot down. Left arm is going to come out to the side. And then again, try to kick your left leg out towards the left side of your mat. Good, stay there and breathe. And outer hip begins to release. And then when you're ready, slowly bring it back to center. Knees come into the chest. Give yourself a small little hug. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release, Shavasana. So your Shavasana yogis, take time to just settle in, take care of yourself. No more thinking, no more doing, just letting the body soak in the benefits of your practice. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Eventually, when you do feel ready, you'll make your way up to a comfortable seat, facing the front of your mat, folding your palms at your heart center, just acknowledging your hard work and your efforts. Remembering that the practice isn't just about the physical, but also how we show up for ourselves. With love and respect for one another, we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. If you have any questions, comments, one, you can leave them below in the notes. And then two, you can always email me if you have any other requests. Have a good one. Until next time, namaste.